it's Michelle and Will. We're on our way to an appointment in Temecula for a VA appointment that he has to go to. They're outsourcing some of the things, some appointments when they're too busy or they're overbooked, so they're outsourcing. So we're going to Temecula, but I know people at home right now are like in 5 inches of snow and ice. But I wanted to kind of give us a preview of what we're looking at right now. Let me roll down my window so I can get a clear shot, but look at all that. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful day. What's the temperature, babe? It says 50 right now. It's really sunny though. In the sun it feels warmer. But you can't beat that view, man. Look at that. All the mountains. It's really pretty. Big mountains in the back. You can see snow on the top of that mountain in the way distance. Mount Baldy. Oops, sorry. Tractor trailer coming through. So, not to say too much because we'll be doing more details later, but there is going to be a change in Team Myers. We're doing a move. Not going to say where or when, but it'll be in the summertime. And more details as we get closer to that time frame. It's a positive move. It's going to just help out a lot of people in different ways in the family, and so we're just going to think positive on it and go forward and move on as life makes us do. And we'll still do our vlogs, and I'll do the vlogs, I guess, and we'll make some appearances every once in a while. And the cats, of course, will be going with us. And so again, that'll be more details later as it gets closer and more information comes forth. So we'll share that a little bit more later. But I wanted to also give shout outs to all my people out there that have recently lost somebody. I know on Facebook I have some friends from school that have lost somebody dear to them, and I know we all lose somebody sometime in our life, but I just want to kind of give a personal shout out to all of them and let you know that you are in our thoughts and prayers. And I totally understand, especially when it's a parent. You never know. And regardless of who it is in your life, if you have family or friends out there that you care about, tell them every day, tell them as often as you can, because tomorrow is not promised. 5 seconds from now is not promised. So don't live with regrets of what if, or I wish I would have said this before, or whatever. So just say it when you see them or talk to them, or thankfully for Facebook, when you are long distance and you can't always make a call or something like that you can say that on Facebook. You can give them a shout out, you can give them a poke, you can send them a private message or a text message from your phone, but just say it to somebody, because it is not promised. And it's usually when you least expect it that something will happen. And I'm not saying that as a good thing happens or a bad thing happens, or start panicking and stuff like that, but you just don't know when something's going to happen. I mean, Will's sister passed away all of a sudden, and that was a big while he was in Iraq. And you always he has those what ifs. If he would have stayed, maybe it would have changed different, because they were pretty close or whatever, but you just don't know. My dad found out he had cancer. 2 weeks later he went to sleep and he didn't wake up. We would have never known that would have been the time, because he had been, we just found out he had cancer, and then he just goes to sleep and he doesn't wake up. So you just don't know when that time is coming, so just share. There's another vlogger, Katie and Cullen, Bama Chick 1101. Check them out, they're pretty cool. And they got a little baby, Macy Gaines, and she is so adorable. But his father's going through it, and he just found out that he has 2 spots of cancer on his brain, not to mention his lung spots. So he's had to have radiation on the spots in his on his brain, and he'd gone through this 2 years prior where he had it on his lungs and a spot in his brain, and radiation took care of it or whatever, and he's lived for 2 years, which is wonderful. I'm so happy for that. But now he's going through it again, and that takes a toll on you physically and mentally. And thankfully his dad has been, as far as what video they have shown, has been very upbeat, and that's basically what you have to do. Even when you get bad news that may or may not be life-threatening, you just gonna have to take it day by day. And even if you think you're in the perfect health, we've all seen it where like people in perfect health Flo Joe, perfect athlete, gone. I mean, you could be eating the best way and living the right way, exercising, dieting, doing whatever you want to do, and you could have a heart attack and go in a split second. So, you know, my time is not promised. Will's time is not promised. Nobody's time is promised. So say it like you mean it, and say it when you can, because it does matter. And, you know, death hurts the living. You know, the person that's gone is in a better place no matter what. It's the people that are left behind that are hurting. So if you have that loved one that you haven't talked to a while, or you haven't really said I love you, yeah, you know, say it as an offhand remark, but say it like you mean it. And because, you know, you're the one, after they're gone, is going to start questioning, oh, what was the last thing I said to him? When was the last time I talked to him? And that's when you start, the depression, you know, can hit you and things like that. So just, you know, end every note on a positive note with whoever you're in, who's ever in your circle, and, you know, just do that, because, you know, it's not promised. And, you know, I know, you know, that old wives' tale, but they always say, you know, don't go to bed angry at each other, you know, and stuff like that with married couples. And, you know, me and Will pretty much do that. We don't hardly have any fights, really, but I mean, we have our disagreements and we get mad at each other, whatever, but it doesn't make me love him less. And I make sure I tell him, and, you know, we say it every day. So I never want to think that if he walks out that door that he doesn't know that, you know, or I don't know that from him, or whatever the case, you know. So everybody should go out there and say it every day. So just want to say I love you. And if you can hear this, then you're in that circle. So I appreciate everybody's support and Team Myers and all the endeavors we have gone through, from truck driving and moving to California and everything like that. And Will's WWP events that he's gone to, and, you know, that when my father passed, all the prayers and thoughts that was sent to me. So our family appreciates you. So I just want to let you know that I'm not going to go today without saying that to everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and post this as a one-take vlog, and which is usually how mine go. But I haven't vlogged in a while, so I felt kind of guilty. So while we were on the way and all this beautiful weather, I kind of wanted to show it off to my family back home, because maybe I can shoo some sunshine your way, so melt that snow away. But I just want to say I love you all, and thank you. Please go to my YouTube channel, thumbs up the video, and subscribe to my channel, and then pay it forward, and tell your friend to do the same. Thank you. Bye.